Okay, so quick video just to show you how to import a DXF file, bring it into Fusion, and then try to cam that part out. So I've already downloaded the DXF file. So what you want to do is under your home, go under insert, go insert DXF. Now if you'll see this box here, you can imagine your machine over here, right? So this is your Z-axis, this is your X, and this is your Y. Okay, so this is basically how you're seeing the machine, and this is going to be the machine's bed, which is your Y-axis, and this is your X-axis. Alright, so I'm going to select the bed of the machine, and then I'm going to select the DXF file, open. Once it inputs it, make sure it's in your right units, and then click OK. So that's pretty much it, how to import your DXF file. Now for this part, we're going to cut it out of 19 mm wood. So shortcut on your keyboard to extrude it is E, and you can select the part, give it 19 mil, and you can extrude it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, let me just show that to you where you can have the extrude function. So your extrude function can be up here as well, so that's extrude, so you can click on extrude, go here, and this is going to be 19 mil. Now what I'm going to do is, this smile over here, or this sort of looking smile, is going to have a 4 mm depth. Sorry, not going to be 4, it's going to be 10. Okay, now because it's going to have like a groove or 10 mm groove, I don't want it to be all the way through, I just want it to have a groove. So you can see this is your base point right here, so it's going to go right up, but actually we're going to have just a 10 mm groove. So to make it more easier, I'll put this as 19 minus 19, so it goes down the other way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this part as well. Oh, sorry, let me just grab that, there we go. So you can see that it's going to go all the way through. Okay, you can see you've got your holes as well going all the way through, and then I'm going to hit OK. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the sketch, and then I'm going to click that smile. Shortcut is E to extrude, and this is going to be minus 10. Okay, and then I go OK, and now if you can see, it's minus 10. It's created that groove. Okay, now we are ready to go over to the camming section and try to cam this out. So what I'm going to do is go over to my left, go over to manufacturing, and then I'm going to set up this part, the stock. So now it's best practice to have that 0, 0 coordinates right at the corner. So click on stock point, and you want this to be the top corner. Okay, so it's always got to be the top left hand corner, so that's your Y, X, and your Z axis. Now our machines are all pretty accurate, so I usually put that off all to 0. Okay, next what I'm going to do is create some toolpaths. So ideally the way you want to do it is first pockets, second holes, and third you want to do a contour cut, which is cut all the way through. So let's do the pocket first. So the good thing about Fusion is Fusion shows you all the different functionalities, different parts that you can do, and it explains it. So for this one we're going to do a pocket, which is your 10 mil pocket. So right now I'm going to add a new tool. Let me just add this is going to be a flat end mill. This is going to be a 4 mm 2 flute. Oops. And then number of flutes is 2. Material should be carbide. Diameter is 4. Shaft diameter is 6. Overall length, oh, we're cutting 19, so you might want to have more than 30 mil thing, but I'm just for the sake of it, I'm gonna leave it as it is. Now spindle RPM, I think you've got to look up the specs on your spindle. Usually for wood it's about 18,000 RPM. Your cutting feed rate for wood, you can go up to 5,000, and if you need to reduce it, you can do so on your controller. Plunge feed rate, yep, that's all good. Now this part is really important. So on your ATC machine, if you have an ATC machine, you'll want to put down the tool number where it's going to be changing. Okay, so if you've got this tool placed in your 6th tool holder, then you want to change this to 6, just the top one. So if you put 6, you'll notice everything else will change. And that's it. So now that you've selected your tool, now we're going to go into, this is where you select your RPMs, feed rates, whatever. And then now we can select what you want to pocket out. So I can go here, select this right at the bottom. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Let's select that. Heights geometry says if you want to change your heights and geometry. Generally speaking, you don't have to. This is if you want to do multiple passes. So it's probably good to do multiple passes. You don't want to do it one straight stretch. So I'll do it in 2. So I'm cutting that at 10. I'm going to change it to 5. And then I find with this, if you take them off, it just works better. Get a cleaner cut. Hit OK. That's it. So you'll notice that Fusion will select it, and it should, but let's see, we've got an error. Let's see, what's this error? Okay, so just checking the warning. It's to do with our feed height. According to the toolbit, it's deeming it not safe. So that's this part here. Because remember how we've gone below the -19, but that's okay, you know, it'll still work, it'll still do its thing. So that's what that error is. Anyway, we can proceed. So the second is now holes, so go into contours, same bit, same speeds, feeds, and now you have to go through the back to tell the machine that you want to cut through the material. See, so you've got to select these holes. And if you click on the arrow, it'll cut it on the outside, but we want it to cut on the inside. Cut on the inside. Cut on the inside. Now, since this is just a hole, we could do it just at one pass, 4 mil. But if you want to do it in multiple passes, just come down to multiple passes and change it. So I'll put it to 2. And okay. So now your holes are done. Next is going to be again contour, and we're just going to cut out this part. So now again we want to go at the back of the material, click the outer line, make sure it's cutting on the outside, not on the inside. Multiple depths. Again, I'm going to put it at 5. You see here, if you wanted to add tabs, you can click tabs and you can browse through this to see which one suits you better. I always like add points, so I can select, okay, I want to tap there, I want to tap there and there, and what's my tab width, what's my tab height. I can put that in, and then, you know, as I said, remove these 2, hit OK, and you're done. So now you could simulate the full thing. You can go to the top right, click simulate, can remove, can hide the model, and click play, and you can see it doing the full thing. So you can see what it's going to look like. You can see the pocket, the holes. And now for the last bit, all you got to do is click on setup, because we're exporting this full thing. Go into post processor, and then what you want to do is hit post and copy it onto USB, and that's it. That's all it is. Hit save, put it into your machine and run it, and that's it.